On YouTube, I'm back again with another YouTube video. This time we're in my messy room. As you can see, I've got all my stuff so whatnot. First of all, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I need all the help I can get. Algorithm. So basically, this video is my pickup from the London game market. I went there maybe a couple weeks ago, and yeah, this is basically all the stuff that I bought. Went there with my cousin. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video now. Yeah, so we went there. I was looking for. I had a rough idea of what I wanted, but I didn't really go there with much expectations. So yeah, I just went there, looked around. I saw a couple of things I was interested in, but I was on a budget. I'm going to say it now. I was on a budget because, like, obviously, I wasn't going to go there and spend like £400 or £500, but I had a rough idea of what I wanted to buy and how much I wanted to spend on it. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I went there. I didn't have much of an idea of what I wanted, but I knew what I wanted, if that makes sense. So let's get right into it. Firstly, let me remove all the cables and whatnot. So obviously the main thing, well, the only thing I bought really was this, a Nintendo 64. If you haven't seen it, here it is. I put this on the table. So obviously, Nintendo 64, a very big part of my childhood. So because realistically, as I've grown up, obviously I played different consoles. I've played the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. I basically played all of them. Xbox 360. Played a lot of consoles basically, but this was the very first console I ever had the chance to play. This brings, it's almost like a sentimental thing to my childhood basically. This was the very first console I ever got. Like, and I still have like fond memories of playing this when I was younger. So when I had the chance of buying it, I had to take the chance. Obviously, it came out in the night. I think, let me check it. It came out in the late 90s, 1996, by the looks of it. Yeah, like, yeah, the first. Well, it says the 1st of March, 1997. And it said it sold 32 million copies. So as you can imagine, it was a pretty popular console. As you can imagine, going all black. I saw others like in different colors, but I was not really interested in it. So it was just really the plain black one. Can't go wrong with the plain black one, to be perfectly honest. So I was like, let me get. I got this one for, if you can see it, £80, which isn't bad. Comes with all the messy cables, as you can see. So yeah. Also, I had to buy this. So this is almost like, it's basically a converter, basically. So, because obviously back then they were using these colors for the back of the TV in it, but obviously now with modern technology we don't need all of that stuff. So it's usually converted into USB, and then you can connect it to the power source basically. Obviously, came with one controller. At the time, I had never seen something like this, to be perfectly honest. So as you can imagine, it was just like, what the hell is this? So obviously it comes with the analog stick, which at the time was almost unheard of. Basically, it was like, what the hell is this? So obviously it comes with like the main button, start button, AB. AB is basically like the it's basically like the normal version. It's like the PS version of like the X on PlayStation, but on the PlayStation controller. Analog stick, got the D-pad here. These ones, I can't remember what these ones were for, but I can't remember, but I need to find out. And obviously you got the left, right triggers, and then at the back, you've got the cartridge for the, I think it's for the Game Shock, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's for the Game Shock or the memory card. And then as you can see at the back there, got the Z. I never really used that, to be fair. It was usually these two I used mostly. Obviously, I just got the plain one. Maybe like I might get like different colors, but it's gonna be just the plain grey one, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so that's the controller. So obviously I need to buy games, so obviously I need to buy some games. Firstly, we'll start with this one. NWO versus WCW Revenge. Growing up, I was into more WWF / WWE now. So I didn't really watch a lot of WCW. I would watch like the highlight show on Channel 4. If you're old enough, you would know. But I was never really into WCW, to be perfectly honest, because there was no access to it. Like at the time, it was WWF, and they were showing that on Channel 4 on Heat. If you remember, you know. So and then at the time, when there was like pay-per-views, Sky Sports would put them on Sky Sports pay-per-view. Quick funny story. I remember the first time I watched a WWE pay-per-view. It was a Sunday, because at the time pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views were on Sundays. Sundays going into Monday morning. So I remember I used to sneak downstairs and watch it for a little bit and whatnot. I think I can't remember what pay-per-view was I watching that. I remember the first pay-per-view I watched was the Royal Rumble. I think it was 2001, I believe. The very first pay-per-view I watched. I think it was the one, Stone Cold one. I think that was 2001. I think it was 2001, 2002. I remember I snuck downstairs. I watched a good 3/4 of it. Snuck back upstairs, and yeah. But yeah, going back to this. I never really watched WCW, so I never really got the chance to get into that whole thing. It was mainly WWF, WWE, until like I've been watching wrestling for about at least a good 10 years of my life. Maybe more. I think 20 years. Good 20 years I've been watching wrestling since about early 2000s, maybe about 2001, 2002. That's why I started really getting into it. Been watching it ever since, and then I kind of stopped around like 2018. I don't really watch it. Like I might see like the highlights on TikTok and whatnot, but I don't actively watch like pay-per-views like I used to. But yeah, going back to this, I used to play WWF Warzone on the N64. So I was just like, I saw it. I was just like, I already played it already. Let me look for something else. So I saw this. So I was like, okay, cool. I had to at least try it, because I've seen like gameplays on YouTube, and I was like, let me play it, let me see what it's like. So I bought this, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna test it out and see if I like it, innit? the next game I'm going to show you, this game is an absolute classic. One of the best-selling games on the N64, because there wasn't that many games on the N64 anyway. GoldenEye 007, one of the very best first-person shooters that I've ever played in my life. I think it's one of the top games I've played in my lifetime. I think it's, if you're of a certain age, you would know about this game. Like, this was like people's first introduction to like shooting games and first-person shooters. So I don't really need to say much about this game. I saw it, I was like, I had to get. And considering that, you know, yeah, I just had to get it. I like James Bond. At the time when I first got it, it just blew my mind. I was like, what is this game? Like, how could they make a game like this, like in a cartridge like this? And at the time, the graphics were like, oh my god, like the graphics were like, oh my days, it was magical. Like, so obviously it's one of the best-selling games on the N64. Sold, I think it sold about 8 million copies, which is absolutely crazy. It's based on the movie GoldenEye, so a lot of the missions are based on like the film. So if you watch the film and you play the game, there's a correlation there. Where some films, some games, they just make up missions and maps and whatnot, but this one was based on the movie. I played career mode up to a certain point. I never actually finished it. Like, fun fact, I never finished it. I never even got the chance to. I don't know what happened, why I never ever got to finish this, but I'm definitely gonna do gameplays on this at some point. I want to try and finish it just for my mental sake, because this is one of those games that I look back on it and think, why did you never finish it? But then again, I can't remember how old was I at the time, so it's not like you're not like now where like I could finish it, but I just don't want to. It's just I never finished it because I never got a chance to be perfectly honest. So GoldenEye, lovely game. I'm going to be playing all the games that I show. I'm going to be playing them on the channel. So the next couple of videos will be on these games that I play, the games I bought, sorry. And yeah, I'm going to play them, walk through, funny bits. You're going to see that in the video. Lastly, one of the top selling games ever in the N64 history, and pull out the classic, Super Mario 64. One of the best games ever to come out on the N64. This game here is very, very special to me. Like, I remember playing this. Taking turns with my brother playing this when we were both younger. So I just had to get Super Mario. Regardless of what Super Mario game it is on a Nintendo, it always does well because Super Mario is almost like a flagship game for Nintendo. Like, a lot of the best-selling games on the Nintendo and Nintendo Wii and all that other stuff is usually a Super Mario game. How do I tell you? It's usually a Super Mario game. I got this. I remember playing career mode. I don't know if I got hella far in it, but I remember certain missions. So I'm definitely gonna be playing this as well at some point. I just don't know when. But I'm gonna be playing all the games that I've showed. So basically, I got me Super Mario 64, GoldenEye, and WCW versus NWO Revenge. Basically, I'm going to be playing all these games on the channel. I'm going to the next couple videos, I'm going to be playing them. So yeah, these are very, very important games from my childhood, and I would think, you know, why not share that with my YouTube community, basically. So these games are very important. in total, how much did I spend again? Okay, so the N64, £80, which is really good actually. Really, to be fair, I think this was 15. This was 20, and this was 20. I do quick maths because my maths is absolutely trash. 80 plus 20 plus 20 plus 15. I spent 135. So basically, the N64 was 80, 20, 20, 15. So I spent 135, which isn't bad because I could have, I think there was a chance that I could have overspent, but I think I spent a good amount on what I wanted. So what I might do is I might do like series on like stuff that I buy. Like, I don't know, like I might buy games or clothes or trainers. So I might do like a real series on that, on all my pickups basically. Yeah, so the next couple of videos I'm going to be playing these games on the N64, if it allows me to anyway. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone for, watching the video. I know you're probably wondering like, where have I been? I've been about basically. So yeah, so these are the games I'm going to be playing. N64, I'm going to be definitely playing them on the channel. Yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to be doing more videos and more videos. So, yeah, we're going to pack out the channel content basically. Appreciate the love. I'm out.